really, when you look at all of those and the gospel imperative in the book of Acts, other places as well, you find that they gathered together for all those things, in particular, Acts chapter 2. As I said earlier, it's kind of like the circus plate spinner. Um, you're spinning fellowship, you're doing fine, but your doctrine is starting to wobble, and so then you spend time spinning the plate of doctrine. In the meantime, the fellowship plate is wobbling, and you keep spinning these plates: fellowship, doctrine, worship, service, evangelism, discipleship, and prayer. And at any given time, those things are going to wane in my life and in your life. So my job as an individual before God is to make sure those plates are all spinning equally. Now, at any given time, they're not. I'm out doing evangelism, and I'm not spending as much time in the Word of God, or I'm spending time in the Word of God and I'm not spending enough time with people, or I'm spending time with people and I'm not spending time alone with God. And so we spin these plates, and what I call people to do is relax. There are going to be seasons when you emphasize one plate over the other. But make sure as you look over the timeline of your Christian experience that you're healthy in all those areas. Instead of just saying, how are you? I'm fine. You should be saying, well, in the area of fellowship, I'm an 8. In an area of doctrine, I'm a 2 today, and whatever. So it is with our churches. When I have a multi-staff church and a multi-site church, so we have a lot of staff. And one of the questions we ask each other is not how many people showed up or did the program come off easily and well, but we ask the question, give me to what level you felt it was successful in those areas. Talk to me about the fellowship or the doctrine or the worship or the service or the evangelism or the discipleship or even the prayer. Now, certain events are not going to have as much doctrine. Others may have more doctrine. Certain events may not be evangelistic. Others may be more evangelistic. But at least you're intentional with those measuring standards in mind, so then you have an accurate measuring tool instead of measuring by the externals. Well, so-and-so number of people showed up, or, we didn't make any mistakes, or nobody got hurt. That must be successful. When true biblical success has to do with these measuring sticks. I truly believe this, that I don't have to convince my children to grow. If they're healthy, they'll grow. My job as a parent is to feed them, to care for them, and to give them a desire to be healthy. When they're healthy, they'll grow. Growth in and of itself is not necessarily a health indicator. But when health produces growth, then it is good growth. And that's how we measure our lives, that's how we measure our church, and that's how we measure any ministry in accordance with the gospel.